Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am just sitting. It is now, it's about 3:30 now. It's the first time I've done the knitting in this. I did a little bit of that one before I started knitting with this one, and I got as far as the end of the third ball, and I've got a fourth ball. I've got two more. I've got another ball like this to finish it off. It's see the size, that's how deep it is. So I have to stitch another ball on. What I do with the ends, I cut the pom-pom off one end and get the pom-pom on this end. Oh, that's the wrong end. That's where I started. That's it where I finished. I've just pulled that off the needle. Oh, got to catch that stitch before it disappears. Yeah, I've got it on the needle there. Took a bit of getting on there before I lost it. I haven't knitted it. That's it. Now that's the end of the ball, so I'm going to cut that little bit of pom-pom off there, and I'll have that the piece between the pom-poms. And this is a new ball, so I'm going to cut that pom-pom off the end there, and then I'm going to sew those two pieces together like that, and that'll still be the length of yarn you have between pom-poms, and that's how I join pom-pom yarn. You have to be very careful when you cut the pom-pom off, because sometimes they just unravel, the whole lot unravels, and that happens after cutting another one off. So you have to be very careful, keep the ends, as much of the ends together as you can. In fact, get your needle in to sew it straight away before it has a chance to unravel, because it just unravels the cords between the pom-poms. But that's that one there ready. So I've just left that one. I'm doing some, I'll not be doing any more till tomorrow morning anyway. I go down my granddaughter's in the afternoon. I'll probably do a little bit of that in the morning, but I've started on this one anyway. This is what I'm doing now, but I am on a bit of a rant today to do with computers again. But I had a few things to do this morning, and then I had to do a bit shopping because I needed milk, I needed shampoo. It wasn't like a weekly shop, or a fortnightly shop, whatever I do. It was just a few things I wanted and some other things that I might get. And I think I needed milk, I needed shampoo, and I also wanted to get a couple of those daylight bulbs for to put one in this room. I have it in now. I bought a couple of daylight bulbs and I put one in this room. I'm going to test it on the videos on my computer, the one that's always dark, and that, to see if it makes any difference. But I'm on my tablet today anyway. But I've put that daylight bulb in, and I can't really tell on here because I always get a good picture on here anyway on my tablet. But I will be testing the camera on my other computer on it to see whether it lightens it up any. But anyway, I'm saying I went and done some shopping and that, and I came back and I thought I'll do a video before I get my lunch. I thought I'll do a video to show what I had bought in Home Bargains it was. So I sat down and I done the video and that, and before I put it through the converter, because I have to put it, after I do the video, I put it through a converter and change it to, I do it onto like a high definition quality, and then I leave it I would leave it, you know, to go through the conversion itself and then come back and then put it up onto YouTube. So I thought I'd have my lunch first. So I had my lunch and then I came back. I was checking, I'd done the video and I came to check it afterwards. And I've just made a mistake on it, you know. Look. You see those 3 holes there? There should only be 2. So I'm going to have to... I'm putting my knitting down while I'm talking. I always do something like that. But anyway, I come to check the video. After I had done the video, I come to check it. Well, when I was out this morning, I had my little box here with my hearing aids in there. You can see they're busy charging up at the moment. I had my hearing aids in when I went out shopping. Never thought anything about it, but I was coming to check the video afterwards. And I didn't realise I still had those hearing aids in. Well, I usually take them out, and when I'm in the house, I don't usually bother with them in the house because, I mean, if there's nobody to talk to, I don't need them. And if I'm not watching anything on the my computer, like sound or anything like that, I don't need them, so I usually put them in. But I had forgot to take them out and they were still in. That's how comfortable they are. I forget they're there sometimes. So I started checking this video and I could hardly hear what I was actually saying on the video. And I thought, oh, I must have took my hearing aids out. And I thought, well, I haven't. I've got them in. Oh, well, why can I not hear? Yeah, what? I thought that was my hearing going up the creek again. So when I turned the sound up, now I looked at the sound was as loud as it would go. You had the little bar across the bottom of your computer, across the screen with your sound, all the things, some of the things in your computer, the internet and all that. And I pressed on the little sound bar and it come up on 100%. It was full. And I thought, well, it's full. I says, that's funny. I don't have any trouble with the sound on this computer. But when I first switched the computer on, there was an update, a Microsoft update, so I let it update first before I did the video. And I did the video after the update had gone on, and all I can think of is something in that update. But anyway, I thought I'm going to have to do that video again. I can't put that video up the way it is. I couldn't hardly hear what people were saying, so people's, you know, either going to think there's something wrong with whatever they're watching it on, their devices are going to think there's something wrong with those. Because my videos aren't usually like that. They can usually hear them okay. So I thought, oh, that's no good. I said, I'm going to have to do the video again. But, you know, after I had done that video, I had put all the stuff away. So I had to get it all out, sort it all back out again and out of the cupboards where I had put all the stuff and put it back on my bench. I did it in the bench in my kitchen. I put it all back on there again. But before that, I'm checking in this computer because I'm not going to do it again and have it come out exactly the same. So I checked the sound and I clicked on the little sound icon and clicked on, well, the sound was on 100%, so there must be something inside it. So I clicked on the sound settings. And when I first bought this computer, I had trouble with the sound like that. It was what they call the factory reset it was at. And I had to go into the settings and I had to change to make, I think it's like sound, audio enhancements and spatial sound and all sorts of things like that. Sound for the microphone and all those things. I had to alter a lot of those things like that to get the sound up on it. So I thought I'm going to have to check all those things again. And I've never had to check those in all the years I've had this computer. The sound's been perfect on it until today for some reason. So I clicked on the sound settings. And what I had turned on was the sound, the audio enhancer was off. It was turned off. And when it's turned on, when you click on it and turn it on, you get the bar, like the sound bar on the bottom. You get a long bar like that, so 0 to 100. And it was on about that much sound. That was hardly any sound at all. And the spatial sound was turned off and the microphone thing. Oh, there was that many different things were turned off. there must have been that update on my computer, must have took it back to factory resettings. That's the only thing I could think of, and I had to alter all those things and change them back again. And I thought I'd test it. After I'd done it all, I set it up and restarted the computer again, and thought, no, I tested, just done a couple of seconds, a little video, and the sound was back to normal again. So I did the sound, the video on it. I know when it was finished, the sound was okay. So I know it was okay now, that all I had to do was do all that factory reset, but I shouldn't have had to do that. It shouldn't have altered my settings that I had on that computer. And I was really annoyed about it, having to do that video twice. But anyway, it's up now, so if you want to see it, it's there somewhere. So check on my shopping channel. That's that rant over with. So anyway, I'm doing what I can of this knitting. After I pull that out back to that, I'm going to be sitting pulling it out to that. That's the whole row, because I've pulled across as well, so I'm going to have to pull that whole row out and get back to that where I've made that extra hole for some reason or other. But I've been when I finish this cardigan and the white one I have to do, I'm going to have to spend some time on my own, because I've been sorting a lot of my sweaters and cardigans out, and I've put some that I've had for years that's starting to get, they're a bit small for me, because naturally I've grown a bit as I'm getting older. And I was sorting a few out, and I put some in a charity bag a few days ago. Ones that you have probably never seen, that they needed to go. And I thought I needed to replace some of even the ones I've been knitting lately. My friend Anne messaged me, it was before the last week's bingo, I think it was. She messaged me and asked, she says, if I had any thick cardigans that I didn't want. And I said to her, well, I've only got, they're all just double knitting. That's all I knit for myself with is double knitting, But I says, I'll have a hunt through if you, because I says, it'll be second hand. She said, oh, I'm not bothered. She says, I've been to Newcastle. She says, I'm trying to find some nice thick cardigans and I can't seem to find any. That all when you feel them, they're just thin. She says, I want something that's going to be nice and warm. So I sorted a couple of cardigans out for her anyway that I had that were too small for me, that I was going to put in the charity bag. So I sorted those out for her, and that's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to get on with some of my own. But one of the cardigans, you may have seen me wearing it. I have worn it recently, but it was like one of those ones where I was having to pull it tight to fasten it. So if I wanted it fastened, that was one of the ones I gave to Anne. It was a blue cardigan with a couple of cables down here, down there like that, and just down the sleeves. It was like a deep blue. That was one of the ones I gave her. And when we went to knitting natter on Monday, she was wearing it then, and she said, oh, she's just lovely and warm, this cardigan. And then I think she had it on Thursday as well when we were at the bingo, and Molly said to me, did you give Anne that cardigan, Sheila? I says, yes. I says, give her. Tell her. She's asking me if I had any, because she couldn't find any nice thick warm ones. She says, you know where it is? She had that on Sunday as well at the Molly goes to a bingo at the club beside where Anne lives on a Sunday afternoon. And she had it on Sunday afternoon as well. She says she's never had it off her back since she gave it to her. I says, well, it must like it because it's warm, Molly, like, and she says, but she says, do you think she's ever going to take it off? So I've tapped Anne. I says, you like that cardigan, do you, Anne? Oh, she says, yes, it's lovely and warm. She says, but I'm going to have to wash it though, she says, so I can wear it again, because she says, I've had it on all week. I was laughing. I was saying to Molly, I says, you see, Molly, I says, you're cheeky. I says, you're calling her. She's calling me. She says, which calls me as well. She says, I talk too much. So at least I know my cardigans, second-hand cardigans, appreciated. And I said to Molly, I says, you know that cardigan's about 15 years old, She says, it looks better than, she says, some of the ones you buy. But you know, I have a couple of sweaters, only a couple of sweaters that I've bought years ago, probably about 7 or 8 years ago, I think I bought them, and I always feel cold when I have them on in the winter. And you know, the sweater here, I do have a t-shirt underneath it, so here's a t-shirt underneath it. To keep me, because I don't put the heating on in my house until after tea. I put it on in the morning, try to warm the place up a bit, and that lasts until about tea time, because heat does rise. In this room I'm in now, it stays quite warm. I have no heating on at the moment. I'm looking at the little, have a little thing that tells me what it is, and it's 15 degrees in here at the moment, so I don't feel cold. So I'll put the heating on after my tea. But these two sweaters that I bought, I always feel cold with them on in the winter, and I started wearing t-shirts with some t-shirts with long sleeves as well, wearing t-shirts with long sleeves and that to make me feel warmer with them, because they must be thinner. The wool must be like 3 or 4 ply or something like that. It's not as thick as what we knit with double knitting and that. So I was saying to Molly, that's why she likes them, because they're double knitting, Molly. I says they're not like the thin stuff or the ones you buy. I see even some I've seen in the shops that said chunky. They didn't feel like chunky when you feel them. But anyway, that's my little bit for today, to let you know what I've been up to, what I'm doing anyway, and I'll get a bit more of this cardigan done. I might get the sleeve finished tonight. So thumbs up and subscribe, and catch you all another time. So bye for now.